Okay. In compliance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice having been given to all members of the governing body, the local source, and the Westfield Leader, the two newspapers designated to receive such notice. This notice is also posted on the Borough Hall bulletin board. Let's stand for an invocation from Councilman Mortimer.
Dear Lord, please look over our uniformed personnel so they may keep us safe here at home and from threats overseas. Please also help us in our deliberations here tonight so that we may benefit the citizens of Mountainside. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we need a roll call, Martha.
Councilwoman Andre?
Here.
Councilman Lane?
Here.
Councilman Leslie Hutchins? Councilman Mortimer?
Here?
Councilman Turner?
Here.
Councilman Watts is absent.
Okay, next we have approval of minutes. Let's start with the regular meeting, the minutes for the regular meeting on September 18th, 2012.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have the minutes of the work and executive sessions on October 2nd, 2012.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, we have two proclamations tonight. The first one is for Red Ribbon Week. I'd like to read it. Whereas October 23rd through October 31st, 2012 has been designated as Red Ribbon Week, and whereas Red Ribbon Week started in 1985 with a group of parents wearing red satin badges as a memorial to Enrique Camarena, a federal drug enforcement administration agent who was killed while on duty. Whereas as a result, in 1989, the red ribbon became a united symbol of commitment to create a drug-free America, showing a nation's intolerance to alcohol and drug abuse. Whereas the Municipal Alliance of the Borough of Mountainside, whose mandate includes spreading the message of drug and alcohol abuse prevention, has coordinated borough and school participation in sponsoring Red Ribbon Week. And therefore, I, Paul N. Mirabelli, Mayor of the Borough of Mountainside, do hereby proclaim October 23rd through October 31st, 2012 as Red Ribbon Week in the Borough of Mountainside, and ask all residents to join in a personal commitment to a drug-free America by wearing and displaying red ribbons during Red Ribbon Week. We have a proclamation. All those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed? So proclaimed. We have another proclamation. This is the Band Appreciation Week for Governor Livingston Highlander Band. Again, I'd like to read it into the record. Whereas, on behalf of the Governor Livingston Band Parents Organization, we wish to acknowledge the musical accomplishments of the Governor Livingston Highlander Band, and whereas these musical accomplishments have been a great asset to the students of Governor Livingston High School and all others who have supported the Highlander Band, and whereas all citizens are urged to take interest in and give full support to the Governor Livingston Highlander Band in their annual programs. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Paul N. Mirabelli, Mayor of the Borough of Mountainside, hereby proclaim November 12th through the 19th, 2012 as Band Appreciation Week. So proclaimed. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
None opposed. Is that when they're going to be selling the candy?
No, I think they sold candy already.
You guys have already sold candy?
Yeah, we do have a presentation though, Mr. Mayor, for Mayor and Council.
They're not banned.
Oh, okay. All right. Somebody's going to give us a proclamation?
So, do you have something?
Okay, very good.
Young ladies, if you would.
Okay. Hi, I'm Melissa Cranston.
And I'm Jessica Matera. And last year, we both participated in the Days of Realization at Governor Livingston High School. This event was over the course of 2 days where real-life scenarios, due to poor choices relating to drugs and alcohol, caused the deaths of students at our high school.
We got into this because we were both members of TREND, which is the anti-drugs and alcohol group at GL. And because of Days of Realization, she's still part of TREND, and I'm on the TREND executive board because we want to promote anti-drugs and alcohol.
This event helped change the lives of many students and family members throughout the Governor Livingston community. It made everyone realize what life would truly be like if our friends, families, and loved ones were actually, their lives were actually lost due to tragic events like these.
So this is why we want to present this plaque to you for our appreciation for your donation for this event, and we hope that you continue to fund this event in the future because we believe that every high schooler should have the opportunity to participate in this event because we feel it's very important.
It definitely changed our lives and as well, created a new outlook for the lives of many students at Governor Livingston.
Could you explain to us what actually happened?
Yes.
So during school, every 15 minutes, it's like a fact that someone dies due to drugs and alcohol. So every 15 minutes during school, one of us got called down, in a certain way we died due to drugs and alcohol. And they took us out on a stretcher, and they read, the Grim Reaper read how we died. And we painted our faces white, and we couldn't talk for the rest of the day, and we had to hand in our cell phones. So then right after school, we went to a hotel where we didn't talk to anyone except for each other, and we had kind of workshops to talk about, what happens if you drink and drive or do drugs and everything. And then we had to write a letter to our parents saying
We talked to, at that night, we weren't allowed to speak to our parents. Only our parents knew about this event. None of our other friends did, so they had no idea that this was happening. And at this certain event, we had to write letters to our parents saying basically our final words to them, if we had a chance to say goodbye to them. And then say our regrets and how this one decision changed our lives. Scenarios of our deaths included going swimming while intoxicated or just drunk driving scenarios that ultimately killed the lives, took the lives of our friends.
And then the next day, we got to school and they set up
Funeral.
a funeral for us where they had a coffin, and inside the coffin was a mirror so that all of the students, all juniors and seniors would look in and see themselves in the coffin, what could happen if they made these poor decisions. So,
And then also we had to bring in pictures of ourselves throughout the course of our lives, and they played a funeral slideshow basically, and then a few selected students were elected to go up and read their letters to their parents basically of their final words. So it was a very touching experience. And also at that night that we were at the hotel, we got to talk to a woman who actually killed one of her best friends while she was drunk driving, and she got to tell us her life experience and how it affected her. And this whole event, it not only changed the lives of people who got to see this event, but I think for us being a part of it was even more meaningful.
Yeah, thank you, girls, for
you have a
participating. It's
plaque.
very impressive.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
The mayor.
Well,
If I could just add, Mr. Mayor, that Detective Huber is in the audience, and he actually coordinates the entire program as a school resource officer under the funding from Municipal Alliance. Girls Face Channel 35.
it's nice that you gave us this plaque, and we truly appreciate it, but it sounds like we should be the ones thanking you for doing this and Trend for having this kind of an event. I had, both of my sons went to Governor Livingston, and they went through this, and now I have a daughter that's there. And it's great that you guys are doing this so they can truly understand the effects of making a dumb decision like going out and drinking and driving or drinking and doing anything stupid. So we really appreciate
Thank
you girls, what you're doing, okay?
Thank you.
And Officer Huber, thank you for your participation and leadership. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess now we have some resolutions, back to the mundane. We have Resolution 121, 2012. Deanna?
Having a vacant position in the Department of Public Works, this resolution, as recommended by the Director of Public Works, Ronald Romack, will approve the appointment of Anthony J. Delfino to that position effective September 17th, 2012, at an annual salary of $34,000 and begin a 90-day probation period.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 122-2012. Keith?
Resolution 122-2012 is a refund for a swim lesson fee. Following the registration for swim lessons this past summer, we had one young registrant absolutely refuse to enter the pool, and this resolution will authorize the refund in the amount of $30 to a resident in Mountainside. So moved.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 123-2012.
This resolution pertains to the purchase of a new fire pumper for our fire department. This resolution will award to the lowest suitable bidder, that being Crimson Fire Incorporated DBA Spartan ERV, 907 7th Avenue North in Brandon, South Dakota. It's for a 1,500 GPM fire pumper truck, and the total amount of the bid was $408,996.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
I'd like to thank the Fire Committee, especially Councilman Lane, for their hard work in getting us to a point where we're actually able to award the bid for a new fire truck. I'd also like to thank the fire company and their members for their participation. It was a long and arduous process, but I think the result is going to be very good for the fire department. It's also going to be good for the town of Mountainside.
And this is going to be replacing a pumper that is
32
32 years old.
years old.
32 years old, and it was recommended to us by an independent consultant.
Yep.
To help us out during this as to what our equipment needs should be and what our future needs will be.
Okay, next we have Resolution 124-2012.
Having received payment for tax sale certificate number 12-00074 for fleet for Block 3.B, Lot 22, in the amount of $22,100.40, plus a premium of $34,000. The Borough Tax Collector Jill Good recommends that the total amount be issued to the tax sale lien holder, FWDSL and Associates, LP, 5 Cold Hill Road, Suite 11, Mendham, New Jersey, 07945, for the redemption and cancellation of said certificate.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have the Resolution 125-2012. Keith?
Resolution 125-2012. This resolution will authorize the Borough Chief's Finance Officer, Jill Good, to accept bids for a bond anticipation note for the Borough of Mountainside in the amount of $3,244,000.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
This resolution is basically a refinancing of some existing bond anticipation notes. The only new debt that's included in the awarding or the acceptance of the bids for this bond is approximately $500,000, which is being used to continue to pave and put Belgian block curb in on the roads in Mountainside as part of our road resurfacing program. This, by accepting this bid, it does not increase any costs that were currently incurred in our budget. Next, we have some motions to approve a raffle application for the Mountainside PTA, applying for an off-premise draw raffle, 2 off-premise draw raffles, and a 50/50 on-premise draw raffle. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed, so the motion's passed. We have a second motion to approve the raffle application of the HSA Our Lady of Guadalupe Academy for an on-premise draw raffle and a 50/50 on-premise draw raffle. We have a motion? Yes, someone's
So
gonna
moved.
move? Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed, so the motion is passed. Next, we have bills and claims. Glenn?
Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Mountainside that the following bills of the persons named and for the amounts stated below having been duly audited and found to be correct this 16th day of October 2012, the same be paid after council's review if and when funds are available, and that the mayor, council president, administrator, and treasurer are hereby authorized and directed to sign and deliver warrants for same, total $1,325,175.97.
We have a motion to pay the bills. We have a second?
Second.
Okay, poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Yonda?
Yes.
Councilman Lee?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have any council comments.
I just wanted to mention that on the 27th of this month, the Rescue Squad will be hosting their annual Spooky Trail. It starts at 5:30. If you can please park, though, in the library or the pool, so that eliminates any hazard
Congestion.
with children running in the parking lot. So we hope to see you there.
Any other council comments? I just wanted to sort of commend the PTA and the Mountainside PAL. This past Saturday, we have one of our banner community days. In the morning, we had the 13th annual PAL Cop Trot. We had, I think, about 45 participants in the Tot Trot, which is for kids 6 and under, and we had a little bit under 200 participants in the actual run. It was a great success for the PAL, and we were able to raise quite a bit of money. Also, the PTA Fall Festival was phenomenal. There was kids having fun all day long, and I also understand that they raised quite a bit of money also. But the best thing about it, it's a community day, which would not happen except for the volunteers in Mountainside, and it's the volunteers in Mountainside that make it, the community that we all love to live in. So I want to commend all the volunteers, the PTA, was it the PTO? PTA, I'm sorry, and the Mountainside PAL for the 2 events that happened this past Saturday. We have audience participation. I see someone in the audience. You wish to participate?
Megan Avalon from the
Board of Health.
Westfield Regional Board of Health to explain the difference between, I guess, the flu shots for over 65 and under 65.
Correct.
There's like a double dose or something. And there was a gentleman, a resident, that was concerned about that, and we thought perhaps Ms. Avalon would come here and explain that, and I don't see the gentleman, unless it was Ron.
Take your flu shot, Ron.
Sure. So thank you for giving me this chance to explain. This year, as last year, the Westfield Regional Health Department is offering 4 types of flu vaccine. The regular flu vaccine, the pediatric flu vaccine, which is for children 3 and under, and the flu mist, and the high-dose flu vaccine, which is for residents 65 and over. When we have our flu clinics, there's numerous ways you can get the flu shot. You can either come to one of our clinics, you can make an appointment to come to our office, or if you're homebound, we will come to your home and give it to you. We have several flu clinics designated as senior flu clinics, which in the advertisement it specifies high-dose flu clinic, and if you go to that clinic, you will get the high-dose flu clinic for seniors. There are some studies that show that the high-dose flu vaccine actually has a stronger immune response in those individuals 65 and above. But that being said, all flu shots are effective at preventing the flu. So we assume if you want the special high-dose flu vaccine, you will either ask for it if you don't go to the special clinic, or you'll go to the special clinic. We did have one resident, unfortunately, in Mountainside who went to the regular flu clinic in Mountainside. And unfortunately, the resident assumed that they would get the high-dose flu vaccine and never asked for it. And they received the regular flu vaccine. So it certainly was a misunderstanding, but the resident still received flu vaccine, which is very, very effective in preventing the flu virus.
Excellent. Where's your next shots? Where are the next ones?
When's the next clinic?
So we had, our next clinic is Friday from 1 to 3 in Summit, which in senior housing, which is right by the municipal building. And then we have one on Monday from 6 to 7:30 at the Chisholm Center, which is 100 South Springfield Avenue in Springfield.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Okay, we're going to have what we hope is a short executive session, whereas the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey permits the public to be excluded from certain matters to be discussed by the governing body, whereas the mayor and council desire to discuss litigation, contracts, and personnel, which are matters where the exclusion of the public is permitted, whereas public disclosure of the results of this discussion will be made as soon as the matters discussed have been resolved by the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside. Now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside, that the aforesaid matter shall be discussed in closed session upon adoption of this resolution, and it's basically, I think, litigation and public safety. We have a motion to go into exec.